touch your walk, I love you. Amazing, the way you grind on me, woo, woo, woo. Amazing, got you where I want you, don't stop. Amazing, loving every drop of you, you got me. Amazing, yeah.
What's good, y'all? It's Jazz, and you are tuned in with In the Mix. We have another exciting episode for you guys. Of course, I love it when we have a Black female entrepreneur in the building. So today I have Miss Danielle. Hi.
Hi, Jazz. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Can't
Good.
complain.
Thank you for making some time to chop it up with me today. So I want to start off with, let's not talk about your businesses just yet. I want to know about you. Who is Danielle?
Wow. Good question. I like that. I am a Southern Belle, born and raised in a small town called Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Okay.
I'm a mother. I'm a wife. Let's see here. Like you say, I'm a business owner. I'm a crafter, friend. Yeah, just a all the way around typical Black female. Yeah.
That's great. You said crafter. What kind of crafts do you do? What do you like to do for fun?
That's what I like to do for fun. I love creating things. I love to I love creating baskets. I love creating things to make people happy, to make people feel good. I love designing things. I love coming up with something new. I could be watching TV and look at something and want to recreate or create something different or make it more beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the last couple of things that you've created?
I have been actually creating different recipes. I should say that's been my passion right now, where I've really just gone out the box. I have just been having a food frenzy lately.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love food and snacks.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit later. So you have a few businesses. We'll get into that. But first, tell me how you started. Before you started to work for yourself, did you work for someone? Did you have a 9 to 5? Like, tell me about that.
Oh, yeah. I was in corporate America for years. I started off, I have a strong telecommunications background.
Okay.
Started off with the cable company. As a matter of fact, I was, when fiber optics first came out, I was a part of the test site. It actually started out in Castro Valley here in California, and I happened to be a part of that project. So I'm very excited and was happy to be a part of that when to have that background and to say I was new in tech. I knew fiber optics before anyone else did. Yeah, so I was a part of that. So started off in telecommunications and with the cable company, and then I actually worked for AT&T for years. First it was Pacific Bell, now it's AT&T. So I was with them for quite some years also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how did you like working for somebody else?
It was the job that I did. I actually made it my, I'm the type of person, I make things my own.
Right.
And I try to find happiness in everything that I do. But naturally, who wants to work for someone else when you don't have to?
Right.
Or if really, nobody really wants to. But we all try to, or at least I try to make the best of everything.
That's good. That's a really good way to look at life, period.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you a little bit. I need to have a little bit of that for myself. How and when did you come to the conclusion that you wanted to work for your own self?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was into business for myself before, but then I had to be pushed back into business for myself. I didn't make the decision again to be into business for myself. I was pushed back into that due to getting sick and into a bad car accident that left me disabled and not being able to work for a long period of time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and now I'm being able to start back to work for myself
Right.
and having to make my own hours because of, knowing when I can and cannot do things.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to say, okay, hey, my body can handle this. So
Right.
you have to, that's my position where I have to be able to work for myself
Mm-hmm.
because I have to know when to shut it down and when not to shut it down or having that flexibility.
Right. Good
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Good for you. And I'm glad you're healthy and safe and everything.
Yeah. God, thank God for his abilities to be able to help us be able to deal with things,
Right.
I should say.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me about your businesses. So you have a few of them.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about each one.
Oh,
and then I have some
man.
more questions for you after that.
Girl. I have 5 children.
Uh-huh.
So, and of course I have a husband.
Mhm.
So because of them, I'm able to do several things, thank God.
Right.
So one of them, like my biggest passion is it's called Southern Cool Creations and Treats. It is my candy business
Mhm.
where I do a lot of Southern creations as far as pralines. I make uh, pecan pralines. I
That's
have
my favorite ice
walnut
cream.
pralines. I have a toffee walnut praline. I have several recipes that I
Mhm.
have, but the biggest candy that's selling right now is I call a Uber bar,
Mhm.
and it's in between a Butterfinger and a Snickers bar, and everybody's going crazy over this candy bar that I've created called the Uber bar. It's selling mad crazy.
So how are you doing everything right now? Are you making them at home and giving them to friends? Are you selling online? What are you doing
I'm
right
making
now?
them at home.
Because I need to know.
I'm
I
making
need to
them
place my order.
I'm making them at home and I'm
Uh-huh.
selling them to family and friends and stuff. But now they've gone viral. People have found out about them,
Uh-huh.
and we're actually making the website right now, and we're getting ready to launch by Valentine's Day
Oh,
online.
wow.
Yeah, it's just that it's gotten that popular
Uh-huh.
to whereas by Valentine's Day we'll be online. We're going to be on Etsy, all these different websites,
Mhm.
and we're going all the way.
So coming soon.
Coming soon.
You got to keep me updated because
Yes,
I'm already
yes.
ready. I'm already ready. So do you
Yes.
plan on expanding or are you just sticking to pralines right now?
Oh no, I'm expanding completely. No, I have so many recipes and so many things. I got the praline covered brownies that I do. I
Uh-huh.
also have the praline covered cupcakes. I also have truffles. No, 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 no.
So you about to take over C's Candy,
Oh,
basically.
C's, no, 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 no. I got so many recipes. No, C's getting ready to be out of business, baby.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, they gonna have some serious competition.
Right.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself with this business in particular? Like a storefront maybe?
Oh,
or
yes, of course. I'm not only do I see myself with as far as storefront, I also already have a trailer.
Oh, wow.
That I already have. It's been in Louisiana, but we've been having it there. We've been purchased it. We just never brought it here to California.
Mhm.
But now we're bringing it to California, just because we've gotten this, gotten so popular with this candy and stuff like that, that we're going to be parked and have it, of course, placed somewhere, and we plan on purchasing more to have in different
so you
cities.
have a whole plan.
I have a plan.
That's
It's getting that plan in
exciting.
motion.
That's exciting. 'Cause, like, who doesn't love sweets?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be a regular, so just keep me updated.
Looking forward to it.
Right. Do you have the name of the website just yet?
It's Southern Cool Creations and Treats.com. It's gonna
Okay.
be it's gonna be that or .org, whichever one that they're allow us to have. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
coming soon.
But it's and it's with the K, you guys. Cool and Creations is with the K. I must point that out.
Okay.
Yeah, but
we'll make
I already
sure to
have
put it somewhere.
right. But
on
I
the
already have
screen
the
or
Facebook
somewhere.
page and the Instagram page. It's already up on Facebook and Instagram.
The same name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
That's
yep.
exciting.
Yeah.
So what other business you got for me to talk about?
I do have Ubre Vacations and Travel. I
Mhm.
also have a travel business that I have and I've had for a year and a half.
Yeah,
where
tell
I
me
do
about
travel.
that.
Oh
'Cause
man, that's my other passion.
travel.
I love to travel.
I do too. I haven't
Yes.
been a lot of places, but 2019 was my first year going out the country.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Aruba,
Ooh,
an island,
yes.
living my best life out
Yes.
there. It was 80 degrees in December. It was great.
Yes. Oh man, I love
I'm ready.
any
I'm
island.
ready to go back
Any
traveling.
island, any island.
Right.
I've been there several. Hawaii, Bahamas, oh, Puerto Rico, Cancun. Oh,
I
can
need to
name
be
a-
rocking with
yeah.
you. Tell me about the travel business so I can get on the island too.
Well, right now,
Uh-huh.
because of the pandemic,
Right.
everything has just been horrible. I must be honest.
Mhm.
But I still traveled during the pandemic. I must
Mhm.
be honest. Because I have the travel bug. And I just have to go. But yeah, it's been difficult because of the pandemic. But it's still nice. It's
Mhm.
still wonderful. Who doesn't love to travel?
Right.
Who doesn't want to get away and go somewhere?
Right.
And there's so much out there. There's
To
so
see.
much to see. There's so much beauty. Everything is
Mhm.
different. From Canada to Alaska
Yeah.
to Hawaii. God is so creative.
Right.
There's so much beauty. Everything is so different. When you go to a different country, when you go to a different city, you can go to a different state and see the difference in the
Mhm.
creativity, from the homes to the geographics. I mean, I can go on and on.
To
and
the
talk
water.
To the water. Who doesn't want
Right.
to see any of that? So,
Right.
yeah.
So tell me, what does your business offer?
We offer everything.
Let me know. Let me know.
We talk about food. We talk about wine. We talk about what you want to see. How much fun do you want to have?
Mhm.
Where do you want to go? I mean, we try to offer the best there is to offer in a vacation, whether it's family fun, whether it's romantic, whether
So
it's just
it's
a
a
getaway.
planning type
It's a
of
planning, yeah, and it's do what you want to do. And if we can't give you what you want, then the great thing is that I also have friends, because once you become in a part of the travel community, if you don't know how to package something, or at least I have studied, or I've become a part of a community, if I can't give it to you, I'm going to give it to someone who specializes
right.
in what you need or want.
Right. So you just the planner.
Yeah, and if I can't plan it for you, I'm going to find somebody who can plan it for you, and
Right.
and bless them with that opportunity to make sure that you get the vacation you want, because you know what? That's what I would want.
Right.
So,
That's what I want. So
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
go have to call you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gonna have to call you for sure. So
Yeah.
give me a couple traveling tips. What are your key traveling tips?
You know what? I would say key things. You know what? And I even have to do this for myself, and I have to work on this. We pack.
Yeah.
I overpack.
I do too.
Get some great luggage.
Mhm.
Luggage is important. I go on YouTube, learn how to pack for your trip.
Mhm.
There is so much information out there on how to pack, also get travel tips on where you're going to.
Mhm.
Get information ahead of time.
Right.
So many times we call a travel agent and we are indecisive about what we want to do, and excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied and I apologize. Here's the main thing I should say about traveling when you're calling a travel person. If you are calling and you're concerned about a price, be upfront and say, hey, that is my main thing. As far as my price issue is important.
Right.
That's the main thing. And make sure that if that is the case, make sure that you specify that. A lot of times when we call a travel agent, we are not upfront about that. And then they plan, and it's a lot of work.
I bet. Yeah.
It is a lot of
I
work.
bet.
People really don't get it. it is a lot of work and research that we do when we're planning a vacation for someone. And we're not getting paid if we don't book that trip for you.
Right.
And that's time is money.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody wants to spend a whole lot of time on something and don't get paid.
And it's not even booked.
And it's not booked. And we got to eat just like everybody else. And when you're working for yourself, that is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. So indicate what you want and what you want if it ahead of time. That's what I should say for people. That's one of my biggest things I would want to point out when you're calling a travel agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are some traveling tips while COVID is around?
Ooh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
That is a great one. You know, I posted a video when I went on. I did a multi-city trip.
Mm-hmm.
I went back home to New Orleans first. Then I went to Dallas. Then I left Dallas, went back to New Orleans. Then I went to Atlanta. Then I went to Tennessee. Then I went back to Atlanta. Then I came back to California. Then I went to San Diego. Then I came back to Cali. Yeah, I did it big, y'all. I did it big. And what I did was I had on a hazmat suit.
Mm-hmm.
I had on my mask. I had my sanitizer. I had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really covered myself.
Yeah.
You can travel. You can travel during COVID. You just have to protect yourself. And that's what I would strongly advise people to do, is just to protect yourself. Go to Home Depot, get you one of these painters hazmat suits, put you on your mask, and you're good to go. That's all you need. That's it.
Okay.
And if you're going to stay at a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
bring your own sheets.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pack it in your suitcase. You know your sheets ain't got COVID on it.
Or bugs.
Or bugs. Or anything. Bring you some
Right.
latex gloves, baby. You go to 99 Cent Store and get you a pack of gloves and you be good to go. Really. And keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with Lysol wipes. Wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down. Simple. It's so easy. Simple little tips. We don't have to be paranoid. Another thing to do. There are things you can vacation right here in your backyard.
Yeah.
There are things we could do. California is a beautiful state. We have so many things that we could do. Right here, we have the redwoods. We have parks. We have some of the best beaches. We have Southern California. We have so many things that we could do right here. Go out. Take a weekend trip.
Yeah.
Go out on the beach, do a picnic.
Yeah.
Take the kids out, ride your bike. You know what I'm saying? Go hiking. Try something
I know
new.
this is definitely a time where a lot of people are struggling with money because COVID has affected a lot of jobs and everything like that. So you have to get creative with what you have. So yeah, like picnics, walks, parks. That's definitely something that we should be doing if we need to do something else other than being at home or read a book.
Hey.
That's
feed
what
that
I'm talking
mind.
to myself. Man.
Yes,
I'm talking to myself right
yes, there you go.
Right. So you've been to a lot of different places. So tell me some of the best food that you've had. in these
Baby,
different
I'm
places.
Creole. Ain't nothing like my food from
Right.
back home in Louisiana. You can't touch that. You
Right.
can't touch it. I'm sorry. But also, I'm sorry. There's nothing better than Southern food. And I've had some great food, but I'm sorry, hands down.
What's your favorite dish?
Oh, girl.
Or three. You can
Girl,
tell me three if you can't decide.
I love me. Honey, I make a damn good seafood gumbo, and that's one of my best and my most favorite dishes. I also make a lot of dishes with crawfish. I could make a crawfish sauce pecan. I could go on and on. Of course, I could do etouffee. I could do a po' boy. I could do I could do meliton. I can go on and on about what dishes I could do and come up with and be like,
So
sit
you
there.
telling me you start in a restaurant? telling me basically.
I can sit up here.
Basically, that's what you're telling me.
I can sit up here and make some gullah rice, and you be
Right.
like, "What did you do? What did you do?" And you be like, "Man."
All right, well, you can't be saying all this and not bring me a plate at some point. I'm gonna be looking out for that. What other types of things have you been doing?
Man, I volunteer.
Uh-huh.
I work part time for this organization called Black Women for Wellness, which is a great organization for us Black women. I try to. Right now, I'm trying to keep myself busy.
Right.
Because I was down for a long time, and now it's a whole new vibe for me, a
Right.
whole new attitude. It's about living life and trying to enjoy life,
Right.
trying to do something different.
Right. That's great. You're very
Yeah.
positive.
You have to
Very
be.
positive.
You have to be. When you've gone through what I've gone through, and almost died 3 times, and God has saved you and given you another opportunity and chance after chance, you got to come up with something different about yourself and about life to, say thank you.
Right. Love your energy.
Thank
Love it.
you.
So you have a lot of businesses, like we've talked about. What are some challenges that you've had, or what are some things that you would have done differently? Is there anything you can think of?
Oh, girl. Technology.
Yes. Technology. Yes.
I'm not a social media person, I'll be honest. Oh, my God. I would have to say technology is something else.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with technology,
Right.
trying to keep up with all this social media stuff.
Especially, we live in a time where technology is the key.
Oh,
to
it is the
everything.
key, and
Right.
oh man, it's so forever changing, and the things we do and the things we shouldn't do and the things we say and the things we shouldn't say, it's something else.
Right.
It
It is a
something
really
else.
great tool, though,
It is-
especially for business. 'Cause
Yes.
you can reach this person over here, and
Yeah.
that person over there. So it's
Yeah.
a great tool.
Yeah. Yes. You know how you see that how they have the face, you have the good face and the bad face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think about it. It's that double-edged sword. Yeah.
And not only that, you can also get a lot of ideas from other people
Yes.
when it comes to technology, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely something that we should all keep up with
I
if
agree.
we're trying to,
I agree.
do our own.
Yes, yeah. But that's one of the things I should say I'm dealing with the good and the bad with is keeping up, learning it, trying to figure it out, constantly trying to evolve with it and stuff like that, and not get overwhelmed, but at the same time not let it take me, but at the same time, like you say, enjoy it
Right.
for what it's worth and all of its positiveness and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me, what advice would you give to someone wanting to start their own business?
Ooh. It's a lot. It's rewarding, but at the same time,
It's a lot of discipline, right?
It's a lot of
Since
discipline.
there's no one on your back.
It's a
but
lot
you.
of work. It is you have got to be your own everything. Your own motivator, your own bookkeeper, your own, and especially for us.
Yeah.
If we would, oh God, some of y'all may hate me, some of y'all may not, but I have to say this. I love us, but we are our own worst enemies too. We support everybody else. We are great people. We are kings, we are queens, but we are also people who don't support each other enough.
Right.
And it's sad. It is really hurtful. And we are each other's worst critics.
Yeah.
And we tear each other down too much. Other people lift us up and everything like that, but we don't lift each other up. Or when we do, start seeing one get up, we hate each other, on each
Yeah.
other. And it's just, we have got to do better as a people. We really, really do. We should work. I It used to be a time when I was growing up back home, when all the cousins and the aunts and the uncles, I could remember when I was growing up, when there was a problem or issue, I remember my grandmother, my dad's mother, making in the kitchen, making pies,
Mm-hmm.
selling pies, and helping my parents, because I have 5 sisters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, big family.
Yeah. And I remember my grandmother in the kitchen, 70 something years old, selling pies, helping my parents support us.
Mm-hmm.
I But now you don't have that
Mm-hmm.
that same kind of mentality these days. You don't have that same connection. You know what I'm saying? Where you had the grandmother doing and helping support the family and stuff like that. You don't have that same closeness. I remember growing up with all my cousins and having family reunions and stuff like that. Now, even though you have cousins and stuff like that, you don't know your second and third cousins and
Right.
stuff. Even though you see them on the videos and you could Facebook them and send them a text and stuff, you don't have that same connection, stuff like that. I wish we would unite more and, you know, commune and
Mm-hmm.
have that same togetherness, and all of us gathering and working with each other like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, I miss that.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, Miss Danielle, I support you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, I plan to most likely start a few of my own businesses. I'm thinking about it. I'm very interested in it. Like maybe clothing or something like that at some point. What are the tools I would need to start off? Like a planner?
Oh,
or
you
like
definitely need a plan.
Right.
You Let me tell you something. There's my mom taught me this. There's a verse in the Bible in Habakkuk,
Mm-hmm.
and it tells you to write down the vision and make it plain, so that God may run with it. It's in Habakkuk 2. Even God says you have to make a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, first you write it down for you to see that, hey, and for God to see that this is what I want,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working towards this. And then you go from there. And as you looking at it and as you seeing it, you're trusting God and yourself
Mm-hmm.
for this to manifest. And I believe that is the best advice I can give anyone to start off with. And from there, everything will fall into place.
Right.
If you believe and if you trust in God for it to manifest, it'll happen.
Right.
It'll happen.
That's a real good. That's a real good tip. What's funny is my dad taught me something a while ago, and what you said kind of reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is having a plan, but also being very self-disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
So I have something that I call the ABC lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad called me one day out the blue, and I was probably like 7, 8. Like, hey, Dad. And he's like, say your ABCs. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, say your ABCs. I said my ABCs. And he said, okay, now say them backwards. And I'm like, say them backwards. He was like, learn it and call me back. Hung up the phone on me. So I'm sitting there like, why is this man telling me to learn my ABCs backwards? But I sat there for maybe like an hour and a half, and I recited it to myself. Boom, 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 boom. ZYXWVUT. This for a few hours maybe. And called him back. He said hello, and I recited them.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, do you know what you just did? I was like, yeah, my ABC's backwards. And he was like, no, like, listen, I want you to really think about what you did. You know, you sat there, you worked on something, and you did it.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that you want to do in life, if you have that discipline, then you can do it. So that's my little tip as well. Thanks, Dad, for that little ABC lesson. Yeah, so definitely self-discipline, believe in yourself, and don't be afraid to take that jump, right?
Yeah, exactly. And anyone could do anything. You just have to have that belief.
Yeah.
And especially now. We have so much information at our fingertips. It's not like before where there was no information or no guidance about where to go or how to do. Any question that you have, you could just Google it.
Yeah.
Before if you didn't know if you didn't know the right person or didn't have the right, didn't know the right people in order to get the information, you wasn't getting,
Yeah.
That's how it was before. But now, okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? The information is available to anyone to do anything. It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's next? What do you plan on doing next?
Ooh.
What now? What ideas do you have?
Girl, that's a good question. I'm just trying to run with, especially with the candy, and launch the website and grow that, and that is my main thing right now. I think God is really going to do something amazing with that and have me just create a lot with that. That's where I'm really at right now. Yeah, I'm like really excited and happy with that.
That's great. I'm excited. I'm excited to eat. I'm excited to go to Bora Bora. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for all that. Also, you do something with tax, right?
Yes, I do
So
taxes.
another thing. We got another thing to talk about. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, I do taxes also. Yeah, I like numbers too. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just come from a class today with the taxes. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I do taxes also.
You just got a lot going on.
Yeah.
If you hungry, if you trying to go somewhere, you need your taxes done, you know who to go to. Go to Mr. Neil for that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I had a blast sitting here and speaking to you. I felt like I learned a lot.
I'm glad.
And I'm excited to see what you have coming. I'm excited to eat.
I can't wait to feed you.
Right.
I can't wait to feed you, and we could travel, girl, together.
I'm so down. I'm so down for that. So go ahead and tell me one more time and tell the viewers where they can find you.
Okay. Woo, good question. I'm on Facebook at Salon Danielle Oubre on Facebook. I'm on Instagram also. Yeah. And I think I have a Snapchat.
One more time for your candy business name.
Oh, Southern Cool Creations and Treats. And that's what Cool and Creations is with a K.
And travel company, right?
Oubre Vacations and Travel. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. And of course, I have to shout out myself and my team as well. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jazzy Neely, JAZZYNEELY. And go ahead and follow the producers of this show, Static Studios 209 on Instagram. And we will catch you on the next episode.